Today we're going to review part number AM3S862. This is a Kenda Loadstar tire, size ST 225/75 D15 bias trailer tire. It's mounted on a 15-inch Dexstar white spoke steel wheel. This wheel has a white powder coat finish on the front of the wheel and on the back of the wheel. This finish will help protect against corrosion. Now we'll do a few measurements on the wheel. It's a 15-inch diameter, so to measure that we do inside to inside, which will measure 15 inches. The overall width on this wheel is 6 inches wide. This wheel does have a bolt pattern of 5-bolt, 4.5-inch bolt pattern. And on a wheel that has an odd number of lug holes, like in this case 5, there are a couple ways you can go about measuring the bolt pattern. I'll show you. First way is if you drew a circle through the center of all 5 of the lug holes and then measure the diameter of that circle. So in this case, we'll measure from the center of this bolt hole to the edge of that circle we drew, and it's 4.5 inches. So that'll mean this wheel is a 5 on 4.5-inch bolt pattern. The second way is if you pick a lug hole, any lug hole, and then measure from the center of that lug hole to the center of the lug hole right next to it. Either way. So in this case, we'll measure, it'll be 2 5/8 inches. And then what you'll need to do is go to the product page of this part number, and at the bottom of the product page there'll be a chart that'll show when that measurement from lug hole to lug hole is 2 5/8 inches. That'll mean this is a bolt pattern wheel of 5 on 4.5 inches. This wheel does have a weight capacity of 2,050 pounds at 75 psi. It does use a wheel bolt size of a 1/2 inch by 20. And another critical measurement is the pilot hole, which is the large hole in the center of the wheel. This is what will go over the hub on your trailer. We'll measure that diameter. When we measure that, would be 3.19 inches. Now we'll move on to the tire. This is a Kenda Loadstar, size ST for special trailer, 225/75 D15. The D will designate that it is a bias constructed tire. This tire is a load range D, which is an 8-ply rated tire. The maximum load capacity on this tire is 2,540 pounds at 65 psi. And we're going to do the overall diameter to give you an idea. Overall diameter on this would be 28 inches. And I did mention this is a bias constructed tire. And when we say that, it means the belts or the cords on the inside of the tire will run the length of the tire, as opposed to a radial where they run bead seat to bead seat, or the radius of the tire. And a bias tire, when it's constructed, is usually the sidewall will be a little bit more firmer of a ride compared to a radial. This tire and wheel combo does come with a limited 2-year warranty, and that should do it for part number AM3S862.